Is math made up? The debate as to whether math is something that was found or instead created is an interesting one, but assuming the former presents the idea that math could have arisen several different ways, perhaps coming together differently under different circumstances, or different authors. So people first. The development of math happened very similar to the development of writing, with both taking an existing element of hunter-gatherer society and scaling it up to the needs of an agricultural society, using newfound technology along the way. For writing, this meant turning spoken word into markings on a clay tablet to help with record keeping. Math would take a similar path, using concepts like one and multiple and the idea of shapes, and creating new ways to express and use these to cope with the world of taxes and astronomy. Of course, all of this didn't happen all at once. Math's done a lot over the years, and even the seemingly basic system of symbols and methods we use today is relatively new. And with the rise of computers over the last 40 years, the list of opportunities and challenges for math is only growing. Another one of these problems many hope to use this wealth of knowledge to solve is the hunt for intelligent alien life. Universal physical and mathematical constants are common solutions for how to communicate our intelligence to another potential civilization across the universe. The Pythagorean theorem, or simply a set of counting numbers, could easily show our grasp on the logical rules of the world to whoever was listening. But as stated before, math as we know it arose in a deeply human context, taking lowest level elements of human psychology, combining it with human technology to solve human problems. How different could an alien system of math possibly be, though? Returning to some of the earlier examples of potential similarity, the Pythagorean theorem is one place where an alien species might differ. People have a strong grasp of 2D space and naturally break up the world into individual objects, both of which lend themselves well to abstract geometric concepts like right triangles. Imagine, though, an alien with one touch or taste-like sensor living in an ocean world. Such a creature would essentially have 0D vision. This would be rather unfortunate in a 3D world, so to allow them to navigate, we'll say they can take advantage of a magnetic field or something similar, which their perception of would again not be spatial in our sense, but more so like the identifying smell or color or texture of a point, letting them find their location in a way like using coordinates, but qualitative instead of quantitative, and without the ability to perceive of the greater coordinate plane. To communicate 2 or 3D images among themselves, given this handicap, they might develop a standardized coordinate plane to draw these images on, as this would be necessary to show where any given point on the image actually is in such a 0D world. What all this means is that intimate cultural knowledge of such an alien would be needed to convey a simple mathematical idea, like the Pythagorean theorem, or even just a triangle generally, not the other way around. In addition, the very idea of a line or angle may prove foreign to a species that describes the world without defined borders, and instead shows it as an infinite number of isolated, specifically arranged points, which may come more naturally to an alien like this, given their perspective, and would be no more incongruent with the actual world than ours. Similarly, strange and unique differences would crop up in basically every other area of math as well. The low-level concepts people use to interpret the world and which are so important in our math are in large part reinforced by our biology. So when this is different, as it most definitely would be for another intelligent species, even our most simple assumptions may prove false. This video ended up being a lot more about math as a subset of language rather than just the mathematical logic itself. But it still would be interesting to see how we would communicate with a species like this, and perhaps even more so how their society might develop, which could be a part 2 to this video.